It might be your internet or it could be my internet. I don't know. But I'll record it in case you miss stuff, okay?
Yeah,
Is it still glitchy?
not really.
Okay, good. Okay. Um, so it says here, capitalize a word that follows the exclamation mark. And you're just going to do your three little lines like you already do for capitalizing. Look at the example in the middle of the page. Oh, where can we hide? Ah, this is good. So we have O, that should be capitalized. And then where can we hide? The where needs to be capitalized. And then A. And that one is not a strong emotion, right? It's more like right? So that's why there's a comma there. Genuine. That's true. That's a good one. And then homophones. Remember, homophones are words that sound the same. That prefix homo means same, and then phone means sound. So same sound, okay? And they're spelled differently too. Like look at its and its at the end of that first paragraph under homophone. One of them has an apostrophe and one does not. Did you have a question? Yes, good example. Two and two, and there's others like, do you have another one?
There, and there.
Yes, there, and there. Somebody else said one earlier today too, like die and die. So like die as in dead.
Or dye.
Or you dye your color your hair or do tie-dye t-shirts or even your Easter eggs or something like that. Okay. So ITS without the apostrophe is a possessive pronoun. It's handle. The handle belongs to it. That's a weird way to say it, but like if you have a hammer, like grab its handle. The handle of the hammer belongs to ITS without the apostrophe, but ITS with the apostrophe is a contraction. Remember, it is. So if you have an apostrophe there between the T and the S, that means it's a contraction. And the example says, it's morning. It is morning. It's morning. Got it? Okay, so those are the two its. They're going to put wrong on purpose and they're going to just focus on its, okay? So look at the example at the very, very, very bottom. It says, it's too bad the cat still has its claws.
His.
Well, they didn't say whether it was a boy or girl. You know, sometimes when you cat run by, you don't know if it's a boy or a girl, right? So if you don't know, you would say it.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
I didn't get to finish my work this week because I was sick.
Yeah, your mom told me it's okay.
Okay.
We'll finish it later when you.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're going to put it's wrong on purpose in this book, and you have to figure out the right way to spell it. So just draw a line through it and then write it the correct way on top of it. So look at the example. It should be it is too bad. And that is the word it is a pronoun, PR, see that? And it's the subject of the sentence. That's why it has so many things here. It's a pronoun and the subject, and then S for is the verb. That's why there's a V on top of it. You guys see all that on top of it's right here?
Yeah.
That's why all that's there. And then its clause, that means the clause belonged to it. So it's an adjective, ADJ. You guys have any questions about this page?
No.
You're good? Okay, let's turn the page then. There's more on the back. More on the back. This is a good page to put a post-it if you have one with you, a post-it note.
I have a lot.
Okay, so I want you to write quotations. Here's what I have. It's the sticky parts on the bottom part. I'll hold it for.
Miss Lori,
Yeah. You want to see
can I
it?
go get a sticky? Yeah, can I go get a sticky note really fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So the sticky part is at the bottom. Do you guys have one?
I do.
Oh, maybe they can borrow it. Oh, you have a brand new package, huh?
You have the same?
Can you get it?
You want to glue it? No.
Wait, what are we writing? Quotation?
Yes, here, let me put it up here so you guys can see it. The sticky part needs to be on the bottom. Okay? When you take it off, write the word quotations. Done. So here's the sticky note. You're gonna put it at the top. This is on the back. Sticky on the back.
Wait, what?
So it goes like this. You guys see that? This is what you're writing, quotations. Can you read that, Juliana?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect.
Good. So it goes at the top, so it sticks above your page. Oh, here, you know what? You can write it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can do it that way too. The reason why I'm having you guys guess, that's good. Just for you guys?
Yep.
Good. Do you have your pages in here?
No, we just share.
You're sharing, okay. That's fine. The reason why I'm having you mark this page is because sometimes when you write a story, you're gonna have speaking parts in your story. And you're gonna need to remember how to do the quotation, the rules for the quotations, okay? Because there's a couple things to remember about it. All right.
Yours is small.
I couldn't find my big one, so anyway. Here it says, quote, I cannot find the poker. And then it says attribution, the maid said. So when you have a quote, you always have an attribution with it. And remember, the attribution is who's speaking and how they're saying it. Yes, Zuli.
Actually, I put that in my paragraphs.
Oh, good.
I've already learned that.
Good, good. That's perfect. And then if you skip down to this part, it gives you a little note here, right here, where it says attribution with a dark A. You guys see that part? So this is showing you how to do the punctuation and the quotation marks. Attribution, comma, quote, period. Do you see the period inside the quotation mark?
Yeah.
That's important to remember. And to put a comma after the attribution. So the maid said, comma, quote, get out of my kitchen. Exclamation point. End quote. Okay. And then the next example next to that has the quote first. Whenever you have the quote first, you use a comma. Do you see that comma there? Inside the quotation mark and then the attribution. So it can go either way, attribution quote or quote attribution. Yes.
They're like,
Yes. And then look at the example here, and it's a little bit lighter. It says, Julia exclaimed, haul the cat. So Julia needs a capital J. And notice the comma, that's correct, as explained. And then call, whenever you have a speaking part, the first word is always capitalized. It's like a sentence, okay? So that should have a capital C for call. And then you've got other examples here for when you have a period or when you have an exclamation mark or a question mark. You guys see the different examples here? The hardest one to remember is this one where you start with a quote and then it has a comma. If you put he said or she said, actually you wouldn't use said because that is a banned word, right? You would say he yelled or she shouted or something like that. Then you need a comma after they say what they're saying. See how it says quote, comma, quote, and then attribution. Yes.
when I read books, wait, I forgot what was I gonna say? Never mind.
If you think of it, tell me, okay? Use this page when you guys are writing stories that have speaking parts. This will help you. Just remember the rules here. And then look at the very bottom example. Did you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
When I read books, they say banned words like said.
Oh, yeah, they do. Well, they're
They're
not banned. They're cheating. They're not banned in the book, but I'm glad you're noticing that because, you know, it should be better than said. Okay. Julia exclaimed, comma, call the cat, exclamation point. So in this book, you're just going to fix the punctuation, okay? Practice page next. 39. Does anybody feel like reading it today? Try your hand first. Ainsley, go ahead and read the sentence.
Julia jumped onto a sturdy chair and shouted, "Eek! It's a mouse!"
Eek, it's a mouse. And notice there's a note here. Did you guys see that? No closing quotation mark because the quote continues. So next, tomorrow when you do your homework, that will continue. So that's why you don't need a closing mark there. Okay. Sturdy. Who can tell me what sturdy means? Micah.
It's strong.
Like strong, not flimsy, not like a little kid's chair, but like a sturdy chair.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's-
wooden one.
Good, because if it wasn't sturdy, she might fall over or break the chair, right?
Oh, please.
Yeah,
But it's very strong though.
it still is strong. That's good. Put a check by vocabulary. Go ahead and find the two articles by yourself. You guys each have a practice page, or you're sharing a practice page? Okay.
I got all the articles.
Let me move this out of the way so he can, maybe you guys can take turns. You got the articles? Okay, so let's do, go ahead, at least you
Okay,
can do the nouns.
The nouns is Julia,
Yes, Julia.
chair,
Yes,
and mouse.
yes.
Julia Pena.
Julia, chair, and you're doing the nouns? Okay. Check that when you're done with that. How about
Wait.
Ainsley, how about the pronoun? There's only one.
It's.
So yes, but we gotta fix that word. It should be IT apostrophe S, right? It is a mouse. So this is how you guys should do it.
Did it.
Okay, where it says it's, you can just draw this in. It says to draw a line through it and write it above, but you can just draw in your apostrophe and then right on top of the it, put PR for pronoun. Check that.
This is what I.
Zuli, how about the adjective? Good.
Wouldn't that be sturdy?
Sturdy, yep, sturdy is the adjective, so put ADJ on top of that word. That was easy. And then Micah, do you remember what coordinating conjunction is? Don't tell her, let her think.
Is it?
Wait, what's the pronoun?
The pronoun is it. Here, I did
Oh,
it like this. You're gonna put an apostrophe in there and then write PR on top of it.
It's.
Got it.
Okay.
Isn't it? Fan?
Fanboys, yes, fanboys. So which one of those words is one of the fanboys? What the words are?
For.
Let's say it all together. Ready? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, perfect. And, there you go. So CC on top of and. That was like perfect. I'm so happy.
We got like a little band singing.
Like we're ready to go marching or something. Okay, interjection. Miller, do you see interjection in there? Remember that one? With strong emotion.
Yeah. We already did conjunction?
We did. That was and.
Eek.
Yes, I got it right. I think I was like, I had to
Put INT on top of eek. Eek.
I actually got it correct.
INT
Yeah,
for
I was like,
interjection.
probably
Instead of eek now, I can't think. I can only think of squeak.
I think I know.
Can I do the prepositional phrase?
Oh, I was gonna have Juliana do it because she hasn't had a turn yet. Okay, Juliana, what's the phrase, the prepositional phrase?
Onto a sturdy chair.
Yes,
I
good
did
job.
that.
Good. Onto a steady chair. Nice. Or sturdy chair, not steady.
I like steady. What?
Sturdy. Onto a sturdy
It's
chair.
not sturdy, but it's steady.
Back to you for verbs.
Okay,
Elise,
I'm,
you can
I'm
do
actually
verbs.
kind of good at. Okay.
Yes, you got
jumped.
this. Jumped is one.
How many are there? Just two.
Three.
There's
Oh,
There's three.
jumped.
Hold on. Let me clear this up. Some people are saying there's only two. Remember when it says two, it says two subject verb pairs. That means there's two subjects. There could be more than two verbs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because there's three here. There's three.
It's very, very confusing.
Jumped.
Yeah. Jumped is one.
Shouted
Shouted is one.
and
I'll give you a clue. It's part of the contraction.
eek.
Now, look at the contraction's the one with the apostrophe.
It's.
So it's the S because
Oh, that's so weird.
is a verb. right? So if you have it is a pronoun, but then the S is a verb. So put a V on top of the
Okay,
S.
so like a V on jump, a V on shout.
Uh-huh. And a V on top of the S only.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because they're together. It's smashed together into one word. That's why it has two things in it.
Wow, I never knew that.
Pronoun, yep. Now you know there's an apostrophe S. That S is actually a verb.
Oh, that was very confusing.
You
I don't
got
know
this.
why is English so confusing.
I know, me either. Capitals, Ainsley, where the capitals go?
You mean the subject? We did do subject.
Oh, subject, you're right. Subject. There's two of them.
Julia.
Julia is a subject. It's a tough one.
I think I know. I
Two.
think.
No, do you want Zuli to help you?
Yes, please.
To me, I feel like it's
It. Very
Yes,
good.
yes,
Yes, that's right. So the S goes on top of the PR
I know. I was like, oh yeah.
because that is actually the subject of that sentence. Because if you ask yourself, who is a mouse? It is a mouse, right?
And I just so like
Wait, where's it?
It's right here. Remember at the end of where it says it's a mouse. So you need to put the S on top of the pronoun PR.
I thought it was not for a second and like
Yeah, that was a little tricky. You got it though.
The subject comes before the verb. So I thought
So Micah, where are all the capitals?
Julia.
Julia.
And let's see. Hold on. I know. It's mouse.
No. Hold on. Let her try. Let her try.
Hold on. It's
She's got it.
eek.
Eek.
Yeah.
Yes. And one more. You know what it is? There's one more that you have to capitalize.
Let's see. Is it shouted?
No. Do you want help from a friend? She's got it. I know. The new sentence
Oh, it's
after eek.
it's
There you go. She had it. So eek, anytime you have a quote, remember we treat it like a sentence. So eek, you were right about that. I know. You guys all knew it. And then there's that exclamation mark, and that's why it needs a capital too. It needs a capital because it's another sentence. Comma. Miller, do you know what we need to do with the comma? Do we put one in or take one out? Yeah, he's thinking that.
Take the comma out from shouted.
No, not that one. There's another one that we need to take out.
One after chair.
You know why we take that out?
Because there's not another item.
There's two items,
The
right?
one after what?
So we're gonna take out the one after chair because she did two things. She jumped and shouted. Those are two verbs, right?
Yeah.
If she jumped and shouted and ran, then you would need commas.
Yeah.
But because she only did two things, you don't need a comma. End mark. What goes at the end of mouse? Or Juliana, what should we put as an end mark after mouse?
Exclamation mark.
Yes, good. Eek, it's a mouse. Exclamation mark.
Once you did eat, it's in
Wait, can I put more than one?
Eek, it's a after mouse. Even though the quote keeps going on the next page, we're still putting an end mark there. Yes.
Can I put like more than one?
No, I know we do that sometimes like when we're texting or something, but really you're only supposed to have one exclamation mark.
I know.
And we already fixed the homophone, which was its, so we're done. Did you guys check everything at the top?
Yep.
Good. Lemon squeezy, pumpkin squeezy, pumpkin cheesy.
Wait, what?
Wait, what's the homophone?
Huh?
What's the homophone?
So that one.
The homophone was its. We just added the
Oh.
apostrophe in there. Yeah.
I made a mess.
Okay. You got it, Juliana?
I need my paper? Tell all of us to.
Are you done, Juliana?
I think we all did.
Uh-oh. It seems like I'm glitching. Go ahead and get out your paragraph.
Can I read my paper first?
Oh,
See what?
whoa, that's a little crazy.
I have like a paragraph. Saying.
The Emperor and the Soup.
Can I read it?
I think it's my internet that's glitching right now.
Yeah,
It's time for two people to read.
I haven't been here.
Who didn't get a chance? You didn't get a chance last time?
No, I was at Texas.
That's right. We'll have Ainsley, who has not had a chance to read your story yet. You guys haven't?
I haven't.
I didn't finish mine.
I may have, that's okay.
People though?
Pretty much
I only have time for two. If we have time at the end of class, we can do more. But I'm gonna have Ainsley and Micah this time. And then Miller, you remind me next week you can read yours next week. Okay?
3 of them.
I'm glad you guys want to read it.
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't want to read it because it's so like, I was easily as in the first level, but
It's
seems
getting
like I'm too
harder.
specific not for that one.
This is C.
You'll catch up. You'll
This is
catch
C.
up.
Look how many
Yes.
pages I have. This
Yeah.
page, this page, this page, this page.
Whoa, whoa.
I added a little extra, okay,
I have
because
like
I mean,
3
yeah.
pages.
And-
It's not good in the back.
Asian table of the donkey and the emperor and the soup.
Which one did you guys write about? The Emperor and the Soup. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I have the wrong one out here. Hold on, let me get the right one.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
can you see me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see you.
Okay, good.
Potatoes.
On your checklist, did you, really quick, before we have her share, did you guys remember to add an ly adverb, a who, which,
yes,
clause,
yes,
and a strong verb?
yes, yes.
Good, good. All three of those. Did you remember not to use say, said,
Yes, yes,
see,
yes.
saw, or go, went?
I had to look on my paper because I almost wrote it.
Mine.
So I put a note in there. Did you see my note? Okay.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay.
What is she doing?
I don't know, everything went black. Okay,
There,
there you are. Okay.
Looks like, it sounded like you like look around on the road.
Like you fell over or something. Yeah, make sure you watch out for the banned words. If you accidentally used one, I put a note on your paper,
Well,
so make sure you look at those notes. I know I gotta show your mom how to find those
I
notes.
was never
She
taught
needs to
them.
know.
Never taught.
I'll
them.
show her later, but I will show her how to do it.
I was never taught how to do that.
Sit down, Zooey. It's okay.
Okay, I have 3 papers.
All right, I think we're gonna have Elise go first and then Micah.
Me?
Okay, right?
Okay.
Oh, Ainsley, sorry. Whoa. Ainsley, or did you want to go first?
You can go first. I have
Okay,
my 2 papers.
okay. You can stay in your seat. That's okay. Okay, everybody listen to Ainsley. She's gonna read hers. Okay, everybody listen.
At your palace. One day there was an emperor who was hunting in the woods. He got separated from his hunting party by a storm. There was wind and rain, and it was late at night. He came upon a small house, garden, and hen house. The emperor was very hungry and tired. He quickly knocked on the door. It was answered by a woodcutter and his wife. The woodcutter and his wife were delighted to have a guest. They had a great supper and had an awesome rest. When he entered the small house, he quickly got comfortable. To be continued. On Friday, they rested and celebrate. Which made the woodcutter and wife happy. They all told stories, sang songs, and laughed. The couple had not enjoyed company for a long time. They happily had chicken soup. It was the best soup ever. Excitedly, the emperor asked, "Will you give me the recipe?" The wife gave him the recipe. He went home, which was a palace. The cooks made the soup, but the very excited emperor yelled, "It does not taste right." He told his cooks, "Try again." It still was not right. He went to tell the wife the soup didn't taste right the same. The wife replied, it does not taste right because you were enjoying yourself at the small house and not as much at your palace.
Yay, let's clap for her. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, but I heard a banned word.
Bum,
Wah,
bum.
wah,
What
wah.
was it? That one.
I noticed you didn't use said. That was good. You used,
Yeah, I pressed-
that's hard because you had a lot of talking parts in there.
How to see.
You use the word went. So fix that right here. He went home. So think of a different word than
Oh, I
walked.
did. I did. He traveled home.
That's perfect. Good. Okay, Micah, whenever you're ready.
Go.
All right.
Gold.
I
Wait, every time like you get like a. Every
I
time.
accidentally put a bad word. Said.
Oh, you want to fix it really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and fix it.
If like there's
I'm
any
glad you
other
caught
band-
it.
if there's,
I didn't put any
other
band
words,
words,
Good,
let's go
good.
ahead and roll and see what it is.
Miss Lori, it's super glitchy.
But you'll get used to it. Yeah?
I never that did.
It's super glitchy. Like,
Oh
you're
no,
like-
I think it might be the internet here. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix it, but I did record it if you need to listen to it later.
Donkey and the.
Oh no, just this one. Just this one.
The Emperor, the Super.
Yeah.
Here you go. The emperor and. Okay, I can't say it. All right. The emperor
Antoninus.
Antoninus was having a hunting party with his pals, and soon a storm was approaching. Later on, it stopped, and the emperor was alone. In the afternoon, he came upon a house, and he rapped the door suddenly was standing at the door, who was delighted to have him over. The woodcutter said, "Oops." Oh, no.
You can fix it later. It's okay.
Said, "We usually rest on Fridays," and they told stories, sang songs, and laughed. The emperor was present at the time, and then dinner was ready. It was hot chicken soup. The emperor wanted the recipe and got the recipe, and soon was rested fully. The next day he returned to his kingdom and told the chefs the recipe. And when he tasted the soup, he was dissatisfied. And he went to the couple's house and told what had happened. And she explained, "You didn't like it because the last time you came here, you were starving." And the emperor understood and gave them gold coins. The end.
Nice. Very good. Good job. Okay, the banned words, it'll get easier. Once you get into it, you'll catch it before you write that. Okay.
I forgot my
So-
binder word.
Speaking of banned words, we're gonna add one to our list.
No,
Get out
no.
the blue page. It's in your front pocket. Get out the blue
Why are you
page.
doing this to us?
It should be, oh, you guys don't have your binders yet, so I don't think you have it.
I mean, I have
So,
one.
This one?
yeah, you can write it on a lined piece of paper.
I got
Miss Lori.
Yeah. Good, okay. So you should have on there, they said seesaw and go went.
But I don't have any of those. It's like.
It's kind of cold in here. Huh?
Even though I have a jacket on, I'm still kind of cold.
It's probably because that metal chair is a little cold, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm cold, even though I'm wearing like long sleeves. And, like,
Okay.
gloves, sweater.
What are the banned words?
Dave said seesaw
And
go
go
went.
went.
And you can fill those in later once you get your blue paper. But the next one is in the box.
No, no.
You ready?
Please, no. Don't do this to us.
Think,
No!
thought.
No! Mrs. C, how could you do this to us?
It's a challenge. Think, thought.
Maybe you can say imagine. Wait.
And go went is also on there.
Does imagine
Go went.
also like count?
Yes, imagined. That's a good one.
No.
No, and so imagined, Julie, is a good one. So we don't want to
Okay,
use
good.
think or thought, but you can use these underneath it are good words.
Yeah, that's what, like,
Okay.
what is another one that would kind of
Dreamed.
like dreamed or imagined or thought? Or...
Uh-huh. Imagined. That's part of imagined.
I guess so true.
That happens inside your head, right?
Date.
I know one.
What's one?
Thought. I'm just kidding.
Party can.
You could do
How about pondered?
ponder.
Under.
Did you look on your
Pondered.
book?
Yeah, I did. This is a hard
That's
one.
not fair.
Ah, this is a good one. Remembered.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
What
Is that Michael Jackson song?
Say goodbye.
Let us think for one.
What is this? Bad words?
So, okay, let me just remind you guys, these are banned. Think thought. These are not banned. These are good. These are words you can use instead of think or thought.
Boo.
Okay.
So banned words are.
So the
like
ones that are up here in this box, you don't want to use.
Boo.
Any of them down below.
Yeah, boo.
That's right.
Boo, boo, yeah.
Like,
Does that make sense, Noah?
the banned
Okay.
words are like bad guys.
Believed is a good one.
Well, that seems unfair. Seems unfair to the bad guys because like there's a lot of the good.
And yeah.
Even a word like new, K-N-E-W, like you knew it in your head.
It sounds. No.
Oh, I thought
No.
when you said new, I
That's
thought
a homophone.
when you said new, I thought you meant the N-E-W.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Something.
not that one. I gotta put my sweatshirt on too. It's kind of chilly in
It's
here.
not cold at all.
Why is it cold in here?
I don't know how you're doing it.
Freezing in here.
Micah's got like a tank top on. I was hot earlier, but
I guess you aren't anymore.
not anymore.
I'm not hot. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Everyone's hungry here. We're all starving.
I got
Almost
some
lunchtime.
nachos today.
Here.
Let's do one more decided and then we'll call it good. Now, if you think of others though, you can add it. Add it to this list. When you guys get your books in, hopefully this week they'll come in. You can watch the video and then catch up on this too.
Okay, I got it.
All right, put the blue page behind the tab that says banned words.
Okay.
You'll get it, you'll do it when you guys get your.
Something that says banned word.
That's, you're right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, never mind.
Totally forgot about assume.
Right here.
You can never forget
Toward the back.
I couldn't find it either. It was like
Layer by
like
layer flat line.
hiding. It was like
I need to help you organize it really quick.
But here's.
Yeah, I want to make sure you got it right here.
What? That's so. See. This is pretty and snowy.
Week 6.
this is see, I forgot my binder, so I can't put this stuff away.
Oh, your finished stuff, you'll have to do that. Yeah. Let me help her really quick. You're gonna put away all of the other stuff behind your, in your finished binder, okay? And then you're gonna get out week 6, which is the city mouse and the country mouse.
Oh, that isn't that a grammar?
Oh, I know that one. I read that story.
Isn't that our grammar book name?
Oh, yeah, it is, actually.
The rest of the words.
I'll get yours out for you. That's for you. Oh, can you throw that away?
But where do I throw it away?
In the kitchen, it's a trash can.
Wait, what
Do you want us to get out the LY adverb word list?
Yeah, that comes out too. Yeah, the pink page.
Oh,
Get that one out too.
Oh, well, I
Yay.
think
September.
that means if Mrs. C, that means if we need an LY ever, we can just look on this list.
Yes, isn't that awesome? That's gonna help.
let me, here you go.
She likes that.
Well, luckily I have long arms. I have very long arms and very long fingers.
Got your blue page. Okay. It's not.
It's like a piece of like line paper too, Mrs. C.
Yes, and a piece of line paper. Thank you. I'm helping Julie get her binder right here.
What do we do with our Emperor of the Soup story?
No, that is gonna go in your finished binder.
Oh yeah, let me get that out. Let me get
I have a heart.
uh here we go.
I forgot it.
Demon Slayer? Yeah. We can think, where do we put the yellow page?
Oh, you're too young for that. You're too young.
Okay, so
I
this
have a yellow page, where do I put it?
Maybe I have to translate it.
yellow page goes behind
Maybe a little.
stylistic techniques.
That's when I started watching it. It's a good show.
This all goes in your finished.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh wait, this is this yours, Sabrina? Or is this hers?
Those are.
These are all yours, okay. Yeah, there it goes. So go ahead and put that in your finished folder.
This pink.
It's a LY adverb.
Oh, no, it's just the page is different. I don't know why.
I don't know what it looks like. It's like that pink. No wonder it looks weird on my computer. I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know where that came from.
All
All right, your binder's organized now. And this is what you need, and that you need a lined paper for today too.
Where am I
Did it,
putting
and
it?
I already wrote the date and my name.
Let me get one from here. I have all mine paper.
Okay,
Like my magic.
Does this sound weird?
what was that?
Yo, I have like 36.
Weird?
Oh, you're muting. Is that what it sounds like?
I'm muting and unmuting at the exact same time.
Oh, all right. We're looking at the country mouse and the city mouse. So get that out. Look at that pink page first. I know you guys already saw that. So I'm really excited about that. It's nice to have that.
And
What
there
is
your
this?
Yeah, I have one. What's the country mouse?
The country mouse
The
mouse?
city mouse and the country.
What's the mouse house? This is C. I got an LY adverb.
What?
Rambunctiously.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I found an imposter that I know that they didn't put on it.
She thought of a good one. Ainsley thought of rambunctiously.
Yeah, but I found an imposter that doesn't have it on.
What did you find?
Like
You found an imposter? Is that what you said? Uh-oh, you're freezing on me.
Can I see the?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, I know one that is not on the imposters list.
Which one?
Family.
Which one?
Family.
Family?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good one. All right, you guys. You put this one for you? Or no? Uh-oh.
Nope.
She didn't?
Oh, no.
Okay. When you get your binder, you'll see it. This is an LY adverb list. Notice that at the very bottom, it says imposters.
No.
They have LY, but they are not adjective, or not adverbs. They are adjectives. That's a different type of a word, right?
Wait, friendly's not.
Friendly is telling about a person, right? So that makes it an adjective.
Oh,
But these other ly adverbs are modifying the verb, which means
Oh,
it's
never
telling more about the verb, right?
I was confused.
Yeah.
I thought that said as an adjective for.
All of these, the long list, those are adverbs. These are good words to use for your dress up because you need one of these in your each paragraph, remember? So you can use this to help
It's
you.
not on this list, slightly.
Slightly, that's another good one. Yeah. You can put slightly on there. So they left lines for you to add, just like they're doing. They're already thinking of others that are not on this list that they can add.
Well, they're sharply, but not slightly.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
sharply, but not slightly.
That's another.
Okay.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, but it's on here.
If you think of them later when sometimes you come across them in a book that you're reading or another story that you're reading, or even like when you're doing your history work for science, you might see it in a science book and go, ooh, that's a good ly word. And then you could write it
Yeah,
on.
this is nicely.
Kindly. That is, kindly is
Wait a minute. Don't we have dictionaries for reading?
true. Yes, we do.
That is a good thing.
Kindly is actually a good one.
I'm lucky.
All right, next. Let's get our story sequence chart ready. So get out a blank piece of lined paper.
Yes.
And we're gonna start building that.
Oh.
Yep. On your
Miss Lori,
yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get a lined piece of paper, okay?
Okay, go
Wait,
ahead.
do I have to put my?
You can put it on the table behind you if you want it out of the way. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, we have Mrs. C. I watched it on the plane to paper.
You watched it.
Hasn't everybody?
Yay.
Hasn't everybody watched?
Not everybody has seen it. Is that the
I've
first
seen
time you
it.
saw it?
Uh-huh.
This company.
And did you think about all the scenes, like the characters and stuff?
And it's like it's like not the
But he defeats him at the end. He gets defeated with the wushu thinking.
Give me 1 second. I haven't
Okay, name, date, you guys got that?
Got it
Whoops, wait,
already.
turn your
Oh
paper
shoot, I
around.
forgot to do that. My bad.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're gonna build our story sequence chart next.
We all got distracted.
I know.
Panda.
The city mouse and the country mouse, so go ahead and skip a line and write the title.
21.
It's a big title. I'm gonna run off my page here.
Mrs. C.
I know.
Look, the page goes.
And the are not capitalized, but everything else is, okay?
I mean, I'm kind of like center it like, instead of like writing out.
It's hard to center it. It's a long title, so
Okay, finished. I almost went off my page too, Mrs. C.
it's a big
See,
title.
Don't worry. I
Big
almost went
title.
off it too. So
Thank you.
it's not the only one that you almost did.
Thank you.
I did.
I mean, like.
I think I'm less.
And then right underneath that, we're gonna put SSC. You guys remember what that is?
Story sequence chart.
Story sequence chart. You got it, SSC.
And
It looks like news, but it's actually.
Hey, Mrs. C. Remember last year how the board was right here and then we were right here?
And the
I know,
map
it's like
was
backwards.
Yeah.
huh? Yeah,
there. And the map was there.
yeah, all moved around.
Yeah.
Draw your line kind of toward the left side of your page. Remember, a little bit this way. And then we're gonna build the outline on next to that line.
This is the
Like- so, like-
greatest line I ever.
1, 2, 3. Skip a line. Roman numeral 2.
You're so fast.
I'll give you a minute to catch up.
almost every teacher I've been with, they're always so fast. Three teachers do that.
Only 3. Skip a line between the Roman numerals though, after you write 3.
How did we already get to 3 paragraphs?
Who knows?
Well, teachers do a lot of writing, so
Of course
you
they
get
did.
faster. The more you do it, the faster you get. Remember, you're gonna trace your line all the way across. I go all the way to the edge of the paper
Me too.
on top of each Roman numeral, okay? Like this, so it makes a chart.
I don't get the word Roman numeral bad. I get the word mixed up.
Oh,
What
It's hard to say.
Roman numeral.
you guys keep writing,
Roman.
okay? You keep writing.
I already finished.
Okay,
Finish.
Elise,
I already did it.
what do we start with?
Start with
What do we introduce in the
Um,
beginning? Kung Fu Panda.
wait, isn't it like
I know.
Don't tell her.
well I know those things. It's like who
I know.
like
That's the
it's-
question. Who?
yeah, the who, what, where, and then characters and what's the last one?
Oh, so it's
see that
Miller was gonna die over here for a second. I'm glad you're okay. Characters and setting.
Yeah,
And I did
definitely.
hear you say who. That's one of the questions. What's another question?
What?
What? No, not what.
oh.
What do we ask when we need to know what the setting is?
Where?
Where?
Who, when, why?
And then when?
Okay, Mrs. C, will we have enough time to like write some down?
Yes, but probably not all of it, but we
Yeah.
will have time to write some down.
Setting.
Those 3 questions, who, where, and when, those are what we answer in that first paragraph. Juliana, do you remember what happens in the middle?
No.
No?
No.
Ainsley?
Maximum.
No, climax is down here.
Six.
Problem.
Yes? What's the other word?
Oh, so
conflict
Oh.
/ problem. Because it's both. It could be if there's two characters and they're fighting, that's a conflict. If there's one character and he gets lost, that's a problem. Yes.
I can't put settings in there, so like, can I just like put S and then the dot?
Yeah, you can. Okay.
And then is it,
Oh, where?
what?
How?
Oh.
What? Not how yet. That's here. What's the problem? What does the character need? What does the character want? What is the problem, right?
No, my paper.
Oh, what happened?
You might answer why in there, but we're gonna just keep it what? Like, what does the character say? What does the character do?
He does skadoosh.
Skadoosh. And then I heard the word climax. That goes here. And then what's the other word that goes with it? Do you guys remember?
Solution.
Close. It is part of the word. It's resolution. But that word solution is part of the word inside there. Resolution. How does it get resolved? That's where we get the word resolved from. So how do we solve it? And this is how.
Miss Lori, can you move
Yes.
the computer a little more towards the board, please? Because the sun is like blocking the words.
Oh. Oh yeah, I see that. You got a reflection.
Like it's like blocking it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't have anywhere to set it right here, so I'll hold it for a second for you.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, cool. And then we're going to read it. So go to the story now that after you get all that written down, go to the story, The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. You don't have one? You can borrow this one. You guys can share that one. And then I'll just don't mark on it because it's
Is it this one?
The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about these parts of the story. Yes, did you have a question?
They forgot to indent it.
You know what they never do in this book? It's
What?
weird. They never do, but you should indent. She's pointing out that the first paragraph does not have an
Why
indent.
don't they have an indenting? You always must indent.
I like every paragraph indented, but it's
They
a
don't do the
style.
first one, but they do the second and the
Yeah.
third one.
I know. All right, let's listen, you
But
guys.
they indent in the second one.
Yeah, all the other ones are. Okay, I'm gonna read it. A city mouse. Oh, by the way, think of these things: the characters and setting, the conflict and the problem, and the climax.
Okay,
and the
so the
resolution.
characters are City Mouse and the.
Okay, hold on. A city mouse once visited a cousin who lived in the country. For lunch, the country mouse served wheat stalks, roots, and acorns with a dash of cold water for drink.
Yuck.
The city mouse nibbled a little of this and a little of that by her manner, making it very plain that she ate the simple food only to be polite. So, in other words, she didn't like it either. She just ate it because she was being polite. After the meal, the city mouse chatted about her life in the city with its luxuries and delicacies. They then went to bed in a cozy nest in the hedge, which is like a bush, and slept comfortably until morning. In her dream, oh, it's an LY. Is that what you were gonna say? Ah, it's a good one. In her dreams, the country mouse enjoyed all the delights of city life that her cousin had described. So the next day, when the city mouse asked the country mouse to go home with her to the city, she gladly, another one, agreed and packed her things.
Well, at least they got their LY adverbs in there.
They did. That's right. Those are good ones. After they reached the mansion in which the city mouse lived, they found on the dining room table the leavings of a fine banquet. There were meats and jellies, pastries, and delicious cheeses.
Yeah.
But just as the country mouse was about to taste, bless you, a morsel of cheddar, a cat meowed loudly.
Another LY.
Yes, good. In great fear, the two mice scurried to hide to a hiding place where they lay quite still for a long time, hardly daring to breathe. Ainsley?
Scary is a good word.
Scurry. Yes, it is. That's a good one. Scurry. When at last they ventured back to the feast, The door opened suddenly, and in came the servants to clear the table, followed by the house dog.
Oh, no.
The country mouse stepped into the city mouse's hole to pick up her bag and umbrella. You might have luxuries and dainties that I have not, she said as she hurried away, but I prefer my plain food and simple country life with the peace and security that go with them. Yes. Yes, Ed, I saw it. I saw it too. Very good. I'm glad you spotted that. Okay, so what can we learn from this story? What's something we can learn, Ainsley?
Never trust other people's places.
Never trust other people's places, maybe. Michael?
Don't be like greedy like that. You can't say, "Look what I have," and then you don't have any of that. That's like more peaceful. Like, let's say you live yourself in your house, and then every time people keep robbing you, and then in
Oh,
the
good
country,
example.
it doesn't happen.
Not as much. Not Zuli?
You have to be grateful what you have. And this paragraph is not great. Yes.
Not great.
No, it is mistakes.
Oh, there's a lot of mistakes in there with the banned words and stuff.
Man.
But you're right, though. Be thankful for what you have. That's pretty much what we can learn from this. And not wish that you had somebody else's stuff, because sometimes that's not for you, right? So the country mouse didn't feel comfortable over there at the city, and the city mouse didn't really feel comfortable at the country mouse's house.
Miss Lori.
Yes.
The third to last word is go, which is a bad word.
Yeah, I know. That's what they're pointing out in class too. And they also use the word said. So they messed up.
Oh yeah,
But-
she said.
Yeah. But we don't have to worry about it on their paper. You just got to make sure on your paper that you don't use it. So we've got to talk about the characters next. Now, this is pretty easy in the beginning. So who are the main characters? You can just say it. Say it.
City mouse and the city mouse.
Hey.
I am going to circle CI for city and CO for country because they both start with C. So I need the next letter to help us remember. So we can use CI as an abbreviation for city and CO as an abbreviation for country. Okay, so we've got the city mouse. So I'm going to put CI and then mouse. And then CO, I don't need mouse again because I'll know that that's a mouse, right? How are they related to each other?
They're cousins.
They're cousins. So let's put cousins. They're cousins.
Gotta say that in grammar.
What?
You gotta say that as cousins, I don't think.
In the story it does.
In grammar.
What do you mean in grammar?
Grammar is a country mouse and city mouse.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a totally different story. You're right. I'm trying to figure out what you meant by that. Yes. So, we only have 2 words there, but I think that's all we need to introduce them, right? Because there's the city mouse and the country mouse and their cousins. We got that. It's okay. We can stop at 2. And then who invites who first? Really?
The city mouse.
The city mouse.
Well, the city mouse comes to the country mouse's house.
Yeah. So they start in the country, right?
So
That's
yeah,
right.
so technically it's the country mouse.
Okay, so we can say something like the city mouse visits, CI visits CO. Maybe. Does that sound good?
That sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
CI visits, visited. Let's use past tense. Visited CO.
It sounds like snacking.
Oh, Juliana? It's just popping for some reason on the Zoom.
It sounds like she's like eating some chips or something.
Yeah.
What? I'm not eating chips.
It sounds like because things are clicking and it sounds like you're smacking food or something. She's not
Oh.
And they had lunch together, right? So let's put lunch.
Yum. You're just making me hungry saying lunch.
Me too.
I'm
I'm
already
hungry too. I know. Again, we only have 2 words there, but that's okay. I don't think we need any more than that because they're going over there for lunch.
Look it. Matches. S-I. No, C-I.
Oh, these 2. Yeah. And
Oh,
what,
yeah.
who can tell me, maybe Miller, what did the country mouse serve for lunch? I have no idea.
Country mouse served acorns.
Acorns. You can look at the story if you need
I
to.
don't know that you
Okay.
He's got it. Give him a chance.
Wait, where? Roots, wheat stalks, acorns.
We've got roots and acorns,
There's
and then
your
a dash of
water.
water. So we don't have space for all of those things.
Like,
So
we
just
just
got
water.
You could do for roots, you could do like roots.
yeah, you could. So we could do wheat
Miss
stalk.
Lori,
Yeah.
we're ending in 5 minutes.
Okay. We're gonna draw roots. How about we draw
I'm gonna draw.
how do we draw roots? Like this?
You go
That's
like,
the soil.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it easier for me, so I'm just
Excuse
like
me. Those are roots underneath the soil.
an easier way. You just like draw a glass of water.
Acorn. I'm gonna write that one. Acorns. And then a water drop like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Can I
Wheat stalk. That's a root. You probably do better.
Mine looks like an upside down tree. Look at
Acorns
Mine-
and then a water drop.
Mine looks like,
Oh, yeah, it does
mine looks like an upside down tree.
The mangrove, no.
My roots are like
It looks like
What?
mangrove, no, it's not.
Did the city mouse like it?
No.
No, but she was polite, right? It was simple, but and I'm gonna put simple. And she was polite about it. She ate it. What was the other word we could use? And what's a word that we can use that tells that she didn't like it?
Like a
Disgusting?
face,
Not that
like
bad.
an emoji face, and then like puke coming out.
Or was that bad?
Censorship.
Dislike?
Dislike.
Dislike? Yeah, dislike maybe because
Yeah.
disgusting. She doesn't. It's not that bad, but she just like it, right?
oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Mine
Dislike.
have like. I thought we were doing like
Like showing up.
not now but later.
Mhm.
once, and you said dislike and not dislike. Yeah, I see you.
Not dislike.
No, you forgot your D for disliked.
Oh, yeah, because it is, you're right, past tense, thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then we have, so this happens in the country, and then we start getting into the problem. Well, that's kind of a problem here that she didn't like it, but then we're gonna lead into the problem that happens in the city, which is the cat and the dog. That's a bigger problem, right? Right.
Reminds me of food now. Now I can only think of my foods. Because
Oh.
I can't eat certain things. No more candy. No more chips.
Oh.
No popcorn anymore. No even cookies. or
Someday
something.
it'll be back
I hate-
someday.
I hate
All right, so now we have
stuff.
CI invited CO. And I'm just gonna put to mansion. I don't know why I put a capital M, it's not a capital.
You forgot your comma for 2.
And you know what, two really isn't a keyword. I wonder if I just need to do an
No
arrow.
one can. I can't see you. No one can see.
There, that'll work.
Oh, now-
CI invited CO
Forgot your
to,
comma.
thank you.
Mansion or drums? Oh.
CI invited CO, and then I just did an arrow.
Oh,
Mansion, and that's in the city.
CEO. No.
All right. We're running out of time really fast.
Oh,
So
yeah.
here's the rest of the things you need to include later. What they ate, who came in the room, the cat and then the dog, right? So this is where the problem happens. And then this is where the country mouse says, I'm getting my umbrella in my bag and I'm heading home. I'm too scared, right? This is where you resolve it. So they resolve it by going back home, right? So Miller,
Are you sending an email of the paragraph?
I'm going to send you on Google Classroom what the homework is. Is that yeah. And so you're gonna finish these 2 boxes and write the story, okay? And don't forget your checklist. You've got think thought on there. So don't say the mouse thought the cat was gonna eat it. The mouse imagined or the mouse wondered. Ooh, that wondered is a good one. I don't think I have that one on there.
I'll
All
put that
right,
on there.
all this is gonna go in your front pocket. You guys are gonna finish this
Hey, this is mine.
and write your 3 paragraphs. They're short paragraphs. They're only 4 sentences long. So.
What if I need 3 papers?
I'm gonna try to upload it later today, but I've been super busy. So if by tomorrow though, okay, Zuli?
Okay.
We'll do it by tomorrow.
I was late.
I know, that was my fault. Okay, Juliana. Feel better, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, no.
Don't eat chips no more. I don't know what that's about.